In the last lecture, we studied about the 10 cranial nerves. In this lecture, we will proceed on to the 11th cranial nerve, that is spinal accessory. This spinal accessory, the nature of this nerve is of motor type, and this nerve originates from the medulla oblongata. This nerve, it is innervated to the neck and shoulder muscles, thorax, abdominal viscera, larynx and the pharynx. The function of this nerve is to bring the movement of larynx, pharynx and the shoulder. कंठ, घसा आणि खांदा याच्या हालचाली घडून आणणं या स्पायनल ॲक्सेसरीचं कार्य असतं. Finally, the 12th cranial nerve is hypoglossal. Glossa means tongue, hypo means below, the lower part of the tongue, base of the tongue. So hypoglossa. Therefore, this is also motor type of nerve. Its nature is of motor type, means it brings about the movement of the tongue. It originates from the medulla oblongata. This hypoglossal nerve, it innervates to the tongue muscles. Therefore, it brings about the movement of the tongue while talking and swallowing, engulfing the food. So these are the 12 the cranial nerves which originates from the brain. The another part of the peripheral nervous system, which is formed by the 31 pairs of spinal nerves. So cranial nerves and spinal nerves together forms the peripheral nervous system. 31 pairs of spinal nerves, the nerves which originates from the spinal cord in different regions is called as the spinal nerves. Now we will study the origin, group and the number of pairs. The nerves of the spinal cord which originates in the neck region they form the cervical group and called as cervical nerves. They starts from the first vertebra, that is cervical vertebra 1 to cervical vertebra 7. So overall there are 8 pairs of the cervical nerves. Second nerve originates in the chest region, thorax, back of the thorax, that is आपली पाठ असते त्या ठिकाणी thorax region, thoracic छातीचा भाग असतो तो. From the spinal cord in this region, thoracic region, there are 12 pairs, T1 to T12, therefore the number is 12. Third, abdomen region, back side of the abdomen, the spinal nerves in the lumbar region, कमरेचा जो भाग आहे त्याला lumbar region म्हणतो. L1 to L5, 5 spinal nerves originates in that region, in that group. Fourth is the pelvic region, hip region, where the sacral bone is there, formed by the fusion of 5 sacral bones. Sacral nerves originate from that region. So sacral group forms S1 to S5, that is 5 sacral nerves. And finally, the last, at the base of the sacrum, between sacrum and coccyx, pair of nerve, that is a single pair. So coccygeal group म्हणतो आपण त्याला. Coccygeal 1 असते pair of nerves, so 1. Overall 12 and 8, 20 plus 5, 25 plus 5, 30 and 1, 31 pairs total forms. And all these spinal nerves are of mixed type of nerves formed by the sensory neuron and motor neuron at the one junction. Now, how does the formation of typical spinal nerve takes place? The spinal nerve is formed by the dorsal root of the posterior region and the ventral root of the anterior region. And when this dorsal root and ventral root, they unite together and forms a common spinal nerve on both the sides of the vertebrae. And this is called as the spinal nerve. This spinal nerve, formation of spinal nerve occurs within the neural canal of the vertebra, and from there, this spinal cord, it is enclosed within the vertebral column. This spinal nerve emerges out of the vertebral column through the intervertebral foramen. स्पेस असते त्या स्पेस मधून या दोन्ही बाजूस बाहेर निघतात and they divides into 3 branches. So in this way this spinal nerve is formed, and after it emerges out of the vertebral column and distributes into or divides into 3 branches. The branch which goes towards the dorsal region or posterior side towards the back muscles and the skin. So this is called as the ramus dorsalis. Dorsalis म्हणजे dorsal side च्या muscles आणि skin मध्ये innervate होणारी ramus dorsalis. Second branch, it goes towards the lateral sides and again on the ventral side. So it is called as ramus ventralis. This branch innervates to the abdominal muscles and the visceral internal organs, longest branch of this spinal nerve. And third branch, it is connected to the sympathetic ganglion of autonomous nervous system up to the third lumbar vertebra. From the first thoracic up to the third lumbar vertebra. And this short branch, shortest of all these 3, it is termed as the ramus communicans. So this is how the formation of a typical spinal nerve takes place. That's all. Thank you.